Sure what bridge they make reference to here in this agreement. Whether it's the old original West Hamlin Bridge, I don't know. It's rather ambiguous.
So what you're saying is basically, according to this deed, it says if the road is not built on or before December 31st, 1918.
Exactly.
That it's null and void.
Exactly.
And you maintain it wasn't.
Going on 100 years, I've not seen anything other than a cow or horse go through there.
I haven't either.
But he suggested too that, perhaps the surveyor suggested that in time, there might be some question about it, and it was best to get the county commission to judge that it was an abandoned road, or if in fact it ever did exist.
Okay. I agree. It's probably one of those things that should have been done a long time ago, but it hasn't been, and I can see why you'd want it cleared up at this juncture. That's been brought to our attention. I think the only, what I would recommend to the commissioners would be that we enter into this, to declare this null and void as stated in the deed, with one pending issue that our prosecutor signs off on based upon our vote here.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
Motion and second, being all yes, motion carries, and we'll communicate that to him.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Rick McDowell, HRRA Green Project.
Welcome, Rick.
Thank you. I don't think I can.
I did.
Rick, we know how to clear the room.
Really? It's exciting.
Does this make you feel good?
No, it's all right. Okay, I want to give you, Commissioners, some updates on some things. The first thing we've got is the latest requisitions in the DEP. The Lincoln County Commission has an ARRA, it's a stimulus grant, federal stimulus grant that flows through the West Virginia DEP, and it's to install 19 alternative wastewater systems in homes in the left fork of the Mud River watershed. It follows an EPA project that we did. So we've been working on it. You'll notice on your requisition the total amount of money we're supposed to get is just over $718,000. At the beginning of May, we asked for another 151. We received that at the end of May, so we've gotten $356,000 that we've expended on that. And depending on the weather, my guess is probably by October we will have finished with all those homes being put in. We'll see. The second page just sort of gives you a breakdown. You can see that most of the money that we asked for, which is true with the grant, is going into the systems. That's the most of the $700,000, almost $600,000 is being spent on the system. So that's where we are with that. My guess is that probably by the end of this week we'll ask for another $107,000 to put in another 3 systems. We've got a potential, according to DEP, to ask for some more money. It looks like the ARRA is going to be extended. There was somebody down from Philadelphia, which is the 3rd EPA district, looking at our project. I think what they like is 1, that we're serving low-income people, 2, that's in a rural area, and 3, that we're checking these systems to make it work. So I guess one of the things I wanted to check with the commission about was if you think it's a good idea to go after more money again, should we stay in the same watershed?
Well, I think we definitely need to go after more money. We may want to think about it, but I think with the dam up there, I think we need to still focus on cleaning up the lake.
Do you have any idea how many more?
How much more money?
Well, as
Or
far
how many more
as, how many
homes?
more homes we talking about?
We
that
will
we might
have,
need to try to take
at the
care
end of this well, the law is so strict about discharge of everything. My guess is almost everybody who lives in Lincoln County who's got an older home is probably in some kind of violation. We guess there are 250 families in the watershed, and we will have 59 of them. So there's a lot of room to go.
What do we have to do to access the?
Well, right now I'm just sort of smiling and nodding when they talk about it. Eventually, I think we're going to have to come up with a proposal. And one of the things I'm thinking about that I'm going to need some help with the commission, with these other systems that they're putting in with the ARA funding, or these big package plants that they're putting in. And those plants have an inspector every single day watching what's happening. We don't have to do that, so we're able to cut our costs. So one of my thoughts is we might hire somebody part-time, sort of a project manager in training, with the idea that this person would learn how to do these grants and could eventually sort of be, you know, when some of us get older, could be the Lincoln County septic guy who would help on this stuff, and the grant itself could pay for that to happen.
And you think money's still available?
It seems like money is available. I raised this with the DEP about the idea, you know, could we hire an assistant or something? And they felt because we're not hiring, we don't have to pay for inspectors to be there all the time, that they would look favorable in some.
She works 7 days.
It's something to think about. We'd have to figure out the process to go through that, but sort of, with everything else, add that to the list. But as I know, as we get closer to a date that's sort of the drop dead date that we'd have to apply, I'll let you know. But my understanding is it's going to be sooner rather than later. That could happen this summer, that they could say, okay, we've got this money. And again, it would be a stimulus money that you wouldn't have to pay back. So it'd be a, you know, they would call it a loan, but it'd be a forgiven loan. Okay, a couple other things. One is that we've got at Camp Lakeview, which is the residence camp that the commission is supporting this Sunday. And some folks were able to get one. We didn't have enough. I didn't know there was going to be this kind of crowd. We'd have made lots more. But June 6th from 2 to 6 o'clock at the camp. It's on the left fork of the lake rather than the main fork of the lake. Where the camp is, we're just sort of having an open camp picnic kind of thing where we'll serve hot dogs at 5. It's from 2 to 6. There are canoes and kayaks and fishing and swimming, and we'll have lifeguards and people there to help. So it's a good chance to come out and see that, have a good time, bring your family. So we've got that, and we've got another one scheduled in July, and then another one in October. So look to the newspaper, they've been real good about getting the information out. And the final thing you've got there is a little flyer about our YOC camp, which is also supported by the commission. This is the camp that we've been doing since the 80s in the county. I see some people in the audience who have gone to YOC camp. You have to be 9 to 12 years old, qualify for low income. Either your family might get food stamps, free reduced meals at school. It's a free camp. It's the first week in July. If people need an application, they can give me a holler. We provide transportation. It doesn't cost the kids anything. It's a week-long good experience.